your event section. So most of what is up here is mimicked on the side. So this is where you would come and create an event. And it's really easy. It'll walk you through all of the details that you need to be able to do it and to add a photo or a graphic for that event. Over here in the more, you can check out reviews, likes, videos. This is the apps section. So if you can actually build custom, you can have custom apps built for this. So for example, Desert Sun can add its inventory to Facebook. I haven't found that most people use these tabs, so we get rid of them. And we just use Facebook as a social community builder to say, hey, we're a bunch of really cool people and we'd love for you to do business with us, as opposed to saying, here's all of our cars, nobody likes that, right? Yeah. Tips and tricks, I'll get into that in a second. So so anytime you see these cute little carrots, it means there's a drop-down option for you that you can choose. So always feel like you can drop down and see things. Same thing with these little 3 little buttons, has a drop down as well. Means there's multiple options for you. So, all right, let's go through the top. So messages, so customers can actually message your box, right? This is a great way for people to engage. I manage VIP Nails, which is a nail salon here in town, and they have people that message all the time saying, what are your hours? What are your prices? And I send them the same details over and over again, but it's okay because they feel like they can instantly talk with the business, right? Almost easier than picking up the phone nowadays. It's just to message people on Facebook. So on a corporate Facebook page, your customer has to initiate this, and you can respond, but they have to initiate it, okay? Facebook is also going to time this out and say that, and they're going to put on your page, this business replies within this much time, so that there's not an unmet expectation for the person that's using Facebook, right? So this typically responds in 24 hours, typically responds within 14 minutes or less. It's just going to it's going to tell your customer how fast you respond to messages. You can put up I'm not here, right? I'm so sorry, I will get back with you, or I'm out on vacation, like I will respond when I come back. It depends if you're personal service, or if you're not wanting to, you have people wanting to message you at 1 o'clock in the morning. You don't want Facebook to, dock you because you didn't respond to them at 2 in the morning. So you can put an away button on there, and it'll pop up it'll pop up a custom message for you. Under your notifications, this is going to tell you what is happening on your page, how many likes you've gotten, what kind of comments. This is the engagement section. This is going to measure your engagement, okay? Engagement is what you're attempting to do on Facebook, okay? Facebook is, like I've said a couple of times, Facebook is about relationships, right? I have a 80-20 rule, right? 80% of my Facebook content needs to be relational. What are we doing? What's the weather like? Look at behind the scenes. 20% marketing, okay? That's a really good balance, because if you flip that and you're 80% balance or 80% marketing, you're going to have people who get annoyed with you because they don't get on Facebook to be marketed to, right? They get on Facebook, why? Because they want to see what their mom in far, far away is doing. They want to see they want to see grandkids. They want to see what their friends are doing on their vacation in Cuba. You know what I mean? They want to see what is happening. They don't want to be marketed to. So you have this very fine 80% relational, 20% marketing. I'm going to give you some ideas later about what kind of content you can actually post on Facebook. But this is where you're going to get notifications. Insights. This, and I'm going to apologize if I'm not going in order here on this, because I'm just going by what is natural on Facebook. So your Insights tab is a really great way to see who is engaging with you, right? On your who your fans are, what they're doing, when they're doing it, right? What they're doing on your page, how they're interacting with you. This is how you're going to measure your eventually your return on investment, right? And in this case, the investment is your time on Facebook. The afternoon class will be your return on investment on your dollars spent, okay? So you can actually see and pull reports on what is happening. Publishing tools, this is where I love this feature. This came out about 2 years ago on Facebook, where you can actually schedule posts. So if you say, like, Amanda, I don't have like an hour and a half out of my day to get on Facebook and to think of something to post and to, whatever. Facebook allows you to pre-schedule. So I get on Facebook every Wednesday, and the 4 or 5 that I'm doing actual posting for and not just advertising for, I get on Wednesday and I schedule all their posts for the week. So even though I schedule it on Wednesday, I have a post scheduled for 8 a.m. on Friday, and I have a post scheduled for 2 p.m. on Tuesday, and that post will automatically go. So it looks like I'm constantly building content and sharing content all week long, when really I've already done all of the work on one day and gotten it done. Okay, so it's a great feature. You can create drafts, which means if I'm not really sure, I want to say that we're going to do this special, but I don't know, I'm not sure of the pricing yet. You can throw it into the draft box so that it's there and ready. Posts that have expired, a video library. This is where you can add videos. This is not where you add videos. This is where you can go in and see your videos. And then lead ad forms. We'll get into that when we do. That is a more advanced technique than we're going to get into today, but we'll get into some of that in our advertising classes.
What did you say that was called?
What?
What did you say that was called? That's advanced. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, in the afternoon class, in advertising. We'll get into the lead ad form stuff. Okay?
I got a question about the expiring posts.
Uh-huh.
When you create a post, do you give it a time limit?
You can.
And is that where those would be just alerts that this is going to expire?
Mm-hmm. So if you have maybe a so what happens is, on your content news feed, you publish it and it goes out, right? And we've seen this happen with our personal profile pages. You publish something and it goes out, and let's say a year from now, somebody's like digging through and stalking your profile pictures or whatever, and they like it. Well, what that does is it resends that back into the news feed, okay? So if you had like a special or a coupon that it was only good for a certain amount of time, you can actually have it where it pulls off so that somebody can't reactivate it back into the news feed. So, okay, so that is a page. Oops, we should have been in the settings. Hold on, let's go back into the settings. So settings over here is, this is the control center for your page, okay? You're gonna come in here and you're gonna set up how you want your page to function, right? So I'm gonna go over what I think are the most important ones, because this is obviously a lot for the next 30 minutes, and I still wanna leave some time for questions. So the favorites was in that sidebar, okay? Your page visibility. You can work on and build your page before it's published. And published means it's public for everybody to see. So let's say you want to start a corporate Facebook page, but you don't have all of the details. You don't have your hours set yet, or you don't have a location in mind, but you're wanting to kind of build it. You can start building it and keep the page unpublished. Okay, and then you can, but it's going to tell you right here that it is. Like I said, anytime something's blue or there's a caret, you can always come in and edit it. So I can hit unpublish this page and save the changes, and now nobody can see that this page exists. Okay. Visitor posts. Do you want people to be able to post to your page? Do you want to have interactions with them? You can come in and change whether or not people can post on your page.
They can still comment on a post already on it.
They can comment on a post, they just can't come and post to the page in that like visitor post section that was on the left-hand side. do you want to narrow the potential audience? So you can do where you say, I'm going to post, so this is a really great example because Desert Sun has 3 different locations and 5 different stores. I can say, we're doing a fairground sale, and I can limit the post just to Alamogordo fans and people, okay? Messages, if you don't want to get messages to your page because you're like, I can't manage that, I don't have time for that, you can turn that off in here. You can allow people to tag. I would always keep that on because the more that people tag, does everybody understand what tag means? Okay, so no? Okay, so when you have a picture, that picture you can say in that picture who's in that picture, right? So if it's a picture of me and my 3 best friends, then you can tag me and those 3 best friends, and that will show up in our news feeds. I actually have mine turned off because I want to make sure that all of the pictures of me that are in my news feed are pretty. So if they're not pretty, they don't get added to my timeline. That is a feature, a security feature that you can add. But it allows it notifies me. It says, hey Amanda, you've been tagged in a photo, right? That means that like now my page is getting spread further. And that is a great way to organically grow your page by taking pictures of people because people want to tag themselves. And then they want to keep that on their news feed, their timeline. They want to keep that on their timeline. And then they want to, and then their friends go, oh, look, Amanda was at the Giant Pistachio Farm. Like, because the Giant Pistachio Farm tagged her in a photo. Like, I'm going to go like that page because I want to see what that's all about. That's how that can grow. So you want to keep, I prefer to keep that on, but it is an option to turn it off.
Now, can someone tag the business in one of their personal photos?
Yes, you can. And you can check in. And that is a great option if you have a brick and mortar store. You want people to check in because that shows up on your newsfeed. So I was at this boutique in Colorado Springs, and they said, you